everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and today we're going to do a rapid fire roundup, which is pretty much where I go through a lot of games. I'm not going to go much into the mechanics so much, but I'm going to give you a brief overview, or kind of mention the games a little bit and what I liked, what I didn't like, and give you a rating of them. These are either ones that I haven't done a full review on, someone else on the channel has reviewed, or for some other reason they were just put in this review and I've played recently. Some are older games, some are newer games, but these are my thoughts on some random games. I'm going to try to give them to you as quick as possible. So let's get started with the rapid fire roundup. First, we're going to go ahead onto Amon-Ra. This one, Amon-Ra, I'm not sure. Amon-Ra. I played this live. I played this a couple times. This is an anniversary edition. It's been out for quite a while. It's Over Carcassonne. And it's got kind of an auction mechanic, like a bounce-off auction, I think is what Z calls it, where you are auctioning something, but if you get kicked off the auction, you have to then go to a different province. So you're kind of getting these provinces, and these provinces will give you either farmers, you can also get cards, you can also get blocks to make pyramids. And the whole thing is it points out and scoring towards the end, and it all culminates into all of that scoring thing right there. I enjoyed this. This is a Over Carcassonne. And again, the artwork on this one compared to the old artwork is like night and day. It's totally different. One thing I did like is the statues expansion on this. The placing the statues on different provinces, they kind of give a bit more, a different ability that you can use for different parts, like whether it's the market phase or whatever, to do different things. I did like the statues. I can't imagine playing without those. But overall, I liked it. Amon-Ra. I do prefer Ra itself. I think Ra is a better game. I think I ended up giving Ra like a 9, maybe a 9.5. But this one I did enjoy. It is a 7.5 for me. I would play it. I did like a couple of other ones, Over Carcassonne games, better. But this was fun. This was enjoyable. And again, the statues expansion is what makes this. And that is Amon-Ra. Well, Ra. Amon-Ra? Amon-Ra. 7.5. Okay, so this next game is a little bit of a different style of game. It is a one that when you hear the name, you're like, what is this all about? And this is Diced Veggies. Diced Veggies is a game that looks kind of like so many games like Vegetable Stock and all this, but this one uses just a fistful of dice, which right there, you got me, right? So you're gonna roll this fistful of dice, and then you're going to kind of put them in a square with pretty much like you're playing pool. You're racking them up, you know? You're going to rack them up into a square down there, and you've got this little cleaver, and you're going to cut off different sections of dice for you to use. And they have to be 10 or less, right? So you section them off and you pull them towards you. And with these, you're going to make recipes. So you've got recipes on there, your recipe cards, and then you also have other cards that kind of give you more points depending on what you use for those recipes. And it's really using those dice, putting them forward, and cooking these recipes by using these dice, and at the end you're going to count up all of your points. And later, if there's like nothing of the colors are like, I think if there's one color that's onions, I think it's like a dark yellow or brown or something, like a darkish yellow. But if there's not one of one color dice, you can then re-rack and bring all the ones that have been used, put them back, and then run it back and cut them off. There's something tactile that I really enjoy. I think I enjoyed it more than everyone else at the table, about taking that little cleaver and then just putting it down and cutting and sliding those over. That, I don't know why I enjoyed that so much, but I did. It was really fun. It's a very light game. This is like a filler style game. It's probably 15, 20 minutes, but if that. But it's enjoyable. I think it's probably family weight. It's a family weight game, but I enjoyed it. I think I would give it a 7. I would give Diced Veggies a 7. I think it's enjoyable if you like dice. Not really dice manipulation. If you like dice cutting with a cleaver, then you need to try this, because honestly, it's not a huge genre. There's not a lot out there, but this is good. So Diced Veggies, give it a 7. Okay, the next game I'm going to take a look at is Lost Code. The Lost Code is the way to describe this game. I guess it's almost like mixing Mastermind with headbands. You know Mastermind, of course, that you have to guess the colors of pegs, and headbands whenever you put the thing on your head and you have to guess what's on your head by looking at everybody else. Maybe Mastermind headbands is good. Maybe Mastermind or Rising 5 type of thing. Anyway, the whole thing is you're going to have some numbers in front of you and colors, and you look around, you can see what other numbers and colors are out there. So from all of that, you try to deduce what is in front of you, right? So you're going to try to write it down. You're going to try to guess, and you ask questions and try to get and try to guess the ones that are in front of you. And it's also mitigated by being able to replay certain ones. So you're going to see some that come out and you're going to see it and you're like, oh, okay, thought that was this. And you keep going round to round around. And I really like this in the fact that there are these discs you grab in the center and you get to, they kind of are, it's almost like an ego mechanic. So it's all about the spread that you've got when you actually guess how many you can get right and on how well you're going to guess. So I do like that aspect right there. So anyway, it's a fun game. I enjoy both of those. I enjoy Mastermind. I enjoy Rising 5. So I did like this a lot. I would give this a 7. It is a game, if you like that style of game, take a look at, there's a large review here on the channel. I think Z did it. So check that out. It kind of goes to get a bit deeper into the game, but I do enjoy it. That is Lost Code. Okay, here's another game that I did not think I would enjoy, and honestly, I avoided playing it for a while. People at the office kept talking about how much they loved it, but the theme really did not grab me because the theme is on skateboarding, and I thought, I don't really care for skateboarding that much, so I wasn't going to play it. I ended up playing it at one of our conventions. I think it was Dice Tower East, and I ended up playing with Camilla and a couple other people, and I ended up loving the game. I really, really liked this game. And again, the theme did not pull me in at all. So this is Skate Summer, like I said, and the artwork is very kind of, it's rad. It's very 80s style. The whole thing is you're trying to do different tricks with your skateboard and trying to jump different places along the board in the middle. But it's really just you are trying to make different combinations. And there's a push your luck aspect that you can keep push your luck and hope you don't wipe out and hope you kind of get that killer trick to kind of get more and more points. And what I like is I actually came back and actually won this. I came back at the end and I had like an 80-point turn. And the reason was I kept pushing my luck over and over and over to try to do things and roll the right thing. And I just kept hitting on that over and over. And it was complete luck and die rolls at the end. You can mitigate that. I did on my first play. But I like this a lot more than I thought I would. So if you are interested in something like this, I say check it out. I give it an 8, and there is a full review here on the channel. I think everyone here at the studio does love it, and now I'm with them. But check it out. It is Skate Summer, and I give that an 8. Okay, so this next game is a pirate game, and you know I love pirate games because my #1 game of all time is a pirate game. This is by Rock Manor Games, which also did Maximum Apocalypse, but this is Seas of Havoc. Seas of Havoc is a great game. We played it several times on the channel, once live, I believe. And Seas of Havoc is a pirate game that it's a bit lighter than other pirate games. Pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to send out your skiffs and you're going to collect resources around the deck, and sorry, the board, and then you're going to grab different cards, put them in your deck. And as you gather resources, then you're going to start moving through the water and start to pick up things from shipwrecks, things like that. And you can also attack different people if your card says you can. So you're going to be able to use those cannonball resources to shoot other ships within a range. What I really like about this is the fact that with the cards you come up with really are going to make you know where you can go. They're going to give you direction. And another thing is the asymmetric abilities on mixing a captain and a ship, and to see if you can get that synergy on the way a captain likes to do things and the ship likes to do things. Because certain cards will allow you to just do what's almost impossible on a boat, is to just turn. I mean, not even move up and turn, to actually turn. There are very few of those in the deck, but if you get one, it's great. Because if you want to just turn and be able to point your cans to the side, that's a great card to have. But I really enjoy this. This is a quicker game, a quicker pirate game. It comes out quick. It's fairly easy to learn. But I enjoy this a lot more than I thought I would. The artwork's great. The miniatures are, not miniatures, but the actual ships and stuff are great. Little cannonballs you put on the cannons themselves are really good. So again, we did review this on the channel, so you can check out that full review. But that is Seas of Havoc, and I would give that an 8. Okay, now another one that we played recently is Over Carcassone. This is a Carcassonne, but it's a co-op version of Carcassonne, which sounds very interesting, right? But this game, pretty much you're going to place tiles, score points, and you're trying to stop the spread of ghosts, contain haunted grounds and cemeteries, and use these haunted castles to your advantage. And if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. I mean, honestly, the mist are one of my favorite things in this because as you're going to have ghosts in the mist, right? And you're going to add them to different mists unless you align them with other mist. But if you then close off that mist, you can get rid of the ghost. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, too many ghosts, you're overrun and you lose the game. So it's really fun, and this is probably my favorite way to play Carcassonne. And I mean, Carcassonne is fine. I enjoy the game. It's fine. But Mist over Carcassonne, I think, really adds that element. I don't know if it's the visual element of those cemeteries, the castles, the mist, and the little ghosts. I like that too. But I do like the puzzle cooperative nature of Mist over Carcassonne. So I do give this a 7.5. Again, there is a full review here on the channel if you want to take a look at that. But if that piques your interest, look it up. And if you like Carcassonne, then I say look this one up too, because this is Mist over Carcassonne co-op with ghosts, cemeteries, and haunted castles. And I give it a 7.5. Spooky. Okay, this is another game that several people in the office really do like. I think Mike really enjoys this. And the artwork on this is beautiful, and this is Lands of Glazyr. Lands of Glazyr is a storytelling game, but I liked it a lot, but there is a lot of reading. You have to know that going in. And it's got very cute artwork, and there's a couple of things on this that made me not like the game as much as I could have. The upgrades are very limited because you're moving that little piece around and you're just changing around your dice pool. You're never adding more dice or whatever. You're just changing the ones you do have. So you're not upgrading, you're kind of side grading, and you're kind of more pinpointing into what you want to be focused on because you can lose one area to gain another. And although I do like that kind of thing, but I do kind of miss the leveling up feel. Another thing in this, it's just pretty much as close to multiplayer solitaire as you can get. Although there is like an overreaching arc there, or a story arc, I think it is a lot about your individual things that you're going to do, because each person is going to get their turn and they're kind of going to go ahead with their mission and do what they want. So it really felt a bit like Skyrim to me, the game, because it felt like everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And if that doesn't bother you, then you're going to just adore this game, because it is great. It is fantastic. And I love how difficult it is, but also how short it is, because these things can really go hand in hand. So if you like that style of game, definitely check it out. There's a full review here on the channel. I myself, I was fine with it. I thought it was good. I gave it a 7. So I did enjoy the game. I would play it again. I won't seek it out probably because there's a lot of reading in it, but it is a beautiful game and it is fun at the table. If you haven't tried it, try it. It is Lands of Glazyr. Phew, that was painless. Okay, so that was my rapid fire roundup for this month, I guess. I'll be doing these periodically to kind of get these games out, because a lot of times we get to play games that other people review, or we don't have a chance to put in a full review. But I just want to let you guys know what I think about those. So that was my rapid fire roundup for this week. So thank you guys again. Hope to see you at a convention soon. My name is Joey Evans. All right, have a good day. Bye.